U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee is calling out media for a fake news story claiming that somehow the IDF was firing on Palestinians at a humanitarian camp. John Jessup has that story and more from our CBN News Bureau in Washington. John?
Thanks, Gordon. The military conflicts between Israeli forces and Palestinians are in the news again today as troops opened fire on Palestinian suspects more than a quarter mile from an aid station. That comes after Hamas claimed Israeli soldiers killed more than 30 Gazans and wounded many more at a distribution center Sunday. Global media outlets ran banner headlines on the claim, which turned out to be untrue. CBN's Chris Mitchell has a story from Jerusalem.
After CNN, the BBC, and other media ran with the Hamas story that the IDF killed dozens at a foundation aid site, U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee blasted the U.S. media. In a statement, he wrote, "Without verification of any source other than Hamas and its collaborators, the New York Times, CNN, and Associated Press reported that a number of people seeking to receive humanitarian food boxes from the Gaza Humanitarian Fund were shot or killed by the Israel Defense Forces. These reports were false." It represents more than mere sloppy journalism. It's feeding and inciting violence against innocent people in the United States. Huckabee demanded an immediate retraction and appealed to all media to act with professionalism and not blindly follow Hamas news releases. It was Ambassador Huckabee who announced the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation a few weeks ago.
The first is that food be distributed efficiently, but also that it's distributed safely inside Gaza to the people who desperately need it. The other factor, and this is an important one, that all of this be done in a way so that Hamas is not able to get their hands on it.
At the UN Security Council, Israeli Ambassador Danny Danon accused the UN of mafia-like tactics against the G.H.F.
But the UN is now actively joining Hamas in trying to block that aid. The UN is using threats, intimidation, and retaliation against NGOs that choose to participate in the new humanitarian mechanism. This is the gravest violation of the UN's own principles. It is the extortion of well-meaning NGOs that refuse to kiss the ring. It is a shakedown by UN mobsters. How can they do that?
And in the nuclear negotiations with Iran, President Trump on Truth Social again stated his red line on stopping the enrichment that would allow Iran to build nuclear weapons. The auto pen should have stopped Iran a long time ago from enriching. Under our potential agreement, we will not allow any enrichment of uranium. Yet Iran's foreign minister says stopping their enrichment is a deal breaker.
Definitely, there will be no deal unless enrichment inside Iran is recognized and is allowed to continue.
The IAEA reported Saturday that Iran now has enough enriched uranium to make 10 nuclear bombs. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.